All right, there you go.
This Passover, Feast of Unleavened Bread announcement to all Israelites and other nations. The event will be held on March 16th through the 25th. The host will be there on the 15th to the 26th. This is a peaceful event. It's a primitive camping environment. There's no electric, but there is potable water. There's no trash. Every person is responsible for their own trash removal. Keep your area clean. Let me see. If you can't arrive on the 15th, the 18th will be treated like a Shabbat. So we don't ask people to travel on that day. It's okay if you can't stay the full length of the festival. It's still okay if you just come by, make an offering, stay for the ceremony. Also, Ohio used to be the center for trade. It's called the heart of it all because Ohio is it's like in the middle between all the major cities. So trade is very much encouraged. So if you got like a pop-up shop with some items that you made and created, that's encouraged as long as it's not on a Shabbat day or anything like that. But that's very encouraged. Let me see. All nations are welcome. Come to the feast. It's very much encouraged. If you want to come and get respect, somehow contribute, hang out, learn, buy from the shop, the pop-up shops that might be there. You could come between the 19th and the 24th. Passover ceremony pretty much reserved for Israelites. But if you're not an Israelite and you are accompanied by an Israelite, please follow certain rules, and you will have to get with that Israelite that accompany you. Sorry, a little nervous here, but let me see. Gas station is about 20 minutes away, 20 to 25 minutes away. Close to the store, same thing. I think it's a Dollar General, but be sure to gas up. Let me see what else. If you plan to stay, pitch a tent. Just come by and check in with me or my brother, the host. Let us know that you're going to be pitching a tent. No stoning devices. Supposed to eat the Passover with your staff, so that's what we're gonna have. We're gonna have staff. If you're traveling and you feel comfortable with your weapon, please, keep that at your own discretion. Let me see what else. Yeah, that's about it. As of right now, like I said, it's a peaceful event. Please don't come with any. Please try to follow the rules, the 10 Commandments. No idols. No memorabilia of Christianity or Islam or sports teams or animals, and try to keep it plain if you're not sure.
1 second.
Yeah.
All right, so he has an itinerary. I think we switched over the itinerary. It states Passover, Feast of Unleavened Bread itinerary. Please note, this is a peaceful, holy event, sacredly kept by the host. It's your brother's hosting, right?
No, I'm the host, Jason.
Okay, so Winifred, give your full name so everybody knows who they're dealing with.
It's Jason Holcomb. I go by Jocelyn. Jocelyn would be my Hebrew name.
All right, it's
My brother is Nate.
My bad.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My brother is Nate. Our information. I don't have a phone number right now, but my brother's phone number is on the invitation. My email and his email is on there. So if you have any questions, go ahead.
Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. All right. It says this is a peaceful event, holy, to be kept sacred by the host, Jason explained he is the host. His brother is assisting him. His family will be there. It's a family event. We ask that you show reverence for the sanctuary and your camp area. There's plenty of room to spread out, like he stated, and everyone's responsible for their own persons. That means your trash and the things like that. We ask everyone to come dressed modestly, okay? So you know what that means, all right? It's not a warm time out there, so dress warm. And like he stated, this is a day of reverence, so no symbols of other religions or beliefs. Like he has stated, please don't wear sports jerseys. Try to cut down on shirts with symbols on it, period. The next statement is, do not bring anything with yeast, leaven, or rising agents. Go ahead, Jason.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because it is encouraged to bring wine. We want the wine, no hard liquor. We're just gonna go with the wine, but do your due diligence on the wine that you drink, that you buy, because it may have rising agents. We typically buy Mogen David. It's spelled MOGEN DAVID. You can get that from Kroger's, Walmart.
Let me assist you here. For anybody that's going to any Passover event, your best bet would be using Google. Through Google, you can look for kosher wines or Passover wines. You must be aware that different companies know that you exist, and they purposely put things inside of wines. So there are animal products inside of wines, especially animal products that are considered unclean. Go ahead, Jason.
Yes, couldn't say it better myself. Like I said, it's a family event. If you have any company, if you bring anybody with you that doesn't know too much, it's your responsibility for your own people, your own household, your own family. Every man, you're head of your own household. You're responsible.
Jason and his brother is inviting anyone who they can't see face to face. This is another one of these events. He cannot tell who is going to say, oh, this is for me. He cannot tell who is going to say, this is not for me. If you bring a guest that is not of the mentality, that will cause a problem. Please be sure to have all your questions asked prior to the event. Please do not go with the attitude of disturbing or distortion or confusion. This is a person that is opening up an event for people he cannot see face to face. Please keep that in mind. What would it be like if you did something like this for people that are relatively strangers to you? Go ahead, Jason.
Yeah, you're right. We know how to act at other nations' events. This is our this is like our independence, our celebration of independence. Yeah, we want the same type of energy out here for 4th of July or any other event, but yeah, know how to act and conduct yourself like you would at the law of the land is still there. So we break any laws, you got to deal with that.
That's true. So that means he's in control of the property. That means he's in control of the event. And if you do not agree with him, that is not healthy. So if his event gets out of control because of someone, I'm of the mind he will have that person removed like anybody else would.
Sir.
This is not a vendetta event. This is not a I've been mad at you for 2 years, Bob. This is your relationship with your creator, with someone hosting an event out in the field.
Yes, and it's a lot of room. You know, if you're not that social and you just want to come during the ceremony times, that's fine. You would just want to hang out with you, your sons, your children, your family. There's enough room to where, you know, you have enough space. Just come to the main event, you know, have fun.
If you
It'll be a happy, fun event. Happy, but serious also, you know what I'm saying?
If you are not happy about anything written on the itinerary, you have the ability to have your own Passover. So please, those that are interested in what is being offered to them, please come with the mentality of enjoyment and assistance. Go ahead, Jason.
Yeah, I guess that's about it.
Oh no, you got a whole schedule here, buddy.
Huh?
You got a whole schedule here.
Yeah, I do. Every day.
I'll read it off if you want.
Yeah, you're like you. Go ahead, man.
Okay, so
if
again,
I gotta hop in somewhere, just to iterate something, I'll hop in.
no problem. Just start talking and I'll stop. It's no biggie. Again, no rising ages. This is a primitive camp setting environment. Porta pot, right? Portable water.
Potable water, yeah.
Potable, excuse me. And let's see, no electricity, as he stated. You must come prepared, your essentials, your offering, your tent, your cookware, your food, your flashlights. You will, also consider the weather conditions and your personal health. Your luxury in the forests, right, it depends on what you bring. So failing to plan is technically planning to fail. That's very well written. Nice. Local gas stations, as he stated before, it's about 20 minutes out. So you don't want to pass the gas station and come there on E, or you probably won't make it back to the gas station.
Right, exactly.
And again, that falls under being prepared. If you are not prepared and you have to come and ask somebody for other stuff, that takes away from their necessities. Again, you're not going to be at home, you're going to be out in the wilderness. So this is the Holy Week schedule, all right? The dates are set here. It has on the 14th, Exodus 12, 1 through 5. On the 10th day of the month, every man must bring the lamb and bring it to the appropriate place. Every person's responsible for their offerings. The next one on the day 11 says those who want to participate in building the altar of earth are to meet at the camp. You must be ceremonially clean, following Levitical dietary laws, not scabby or have boils with discharge. You also must be circumcised. Day 12, sanctuary camp setup. Day 13, prepare for Passover slaughter. Day 14, slaughter the Passover. 14, in the morning, you're going to rest. 15.
Yeah, let me cut in real quick. Since we're doing the slaughter in the evening, the Passover ceremony in the evening, we're going to keep the same schedule. We make an offering 7 days. So we're going to keep the evening schedule. So you have all day to prepare, hang out with your family. You got, all day of the sun. So plenty of time to prepare for the ceremonies each day.
And everybody that sees this can see the days that are set for making an offering. And then on the 25th will be the end of the feast. States here, for centuries, you have celebrated the independence, and you have not been independent. You have been dependent on these other nations stripping you. You have celebrated the independence of other nations. It is time for all nations to come celebrate and honor the independence of the Aboriginal people for the land in which all nations share a piece of. So, Whether you will be staying for the entire feast or just coming to honor or respect, these types of offerings and donations are accepted at the feast. And there's a list: all-purpose flour, olive oil, kosher salt, frankincense, myrrh, cannabis, cedar wood, kosher wine, water, gold, silver, bronze, animals, fowl, goats, lamb, young bulls, young ox, pigeons, doves, camping items, tents, cots, mats, lighters, etc., expensive fabrics, cloths, tanned animal hides. Please donate of the best quality according to your personal finances. So again, the donations accepted at the feast. You want to talk about this, or?
Well, yeah, we all have to make an offering. That as commanded. That's 7 days, and then there's if you're not an Israelite and you want to come donate, these are the things that you could come and donate. The offerings would include something, produce, clean produce.
Let me ask you a question. Okay, yes, I'm a Gentile. I don't know anybody. I'm online all the time. I'm watching you guys. I'm watching what you do. Can I participate?
You cannot participate in the Passover.
What is there for me?
You could come there and like we'll have little pop-up shops. We have that there for you. There's music, camping, come and learn, observe. Yeah.
Trying to help you out, man. Trying to just think of some just random questions.
Right.
Let's do something different here. I'm gonna go over here. Here again is the invitation.
Yeah, so Jason's the invitation. Like I say, everybody welcome. It's beautiful land. Oh, man, it's beautiful land.
So hold on for a second. So Jason's email is jhsnlevi@gmail.com. Brother Nate email address NATE Levi LEVI 2021 one word @gmail.com. NATELEVI 2021 @gmail.com. If you would like to call Nate and discuss anything, he has a number that's public, 513-499-7454. All right. Anything else you want to add?
Well, I just want to add, Ohio is called the heart of it all. If we Indians, us coming to do a pilgrimage to Ohio, those who call themselves, Indian, that was part of our culture. They call it the heart of it all for a reason. It's a center. So, and actually, they're actually trying to make Newark Earthworks a World Heritage Site. So, just something to think about. And thanks a lot, Les Will. We appreciate you for putting this out for us. Really appreciate that.
No problem, Winifred. So I was thinking about some stuff people
I got new YouTube, okay? You ain't gotta call me that.
Okay, so you might want. Okay, so there's events like this. There is a lot of free time, a lot of time to get along. There's a lot of time to not get along. So it would be best if you brought some things to help you get along. It would be best if you brought some books. I don't know how their property is going to be with service and reception for phones and things of that nature. I would keep in mind Ohio has a very rich heritage. There's plenty of artifacts that have been found in Ohio. If you're a metal detector, this is an excellent time to bring your metal detecting equipment. I've left mine at home 4 years ago. It was one of the most terrible mistakes I've ever did. We ended up spending time rock collecting anyway, which actually turned out to be a lot of fun. I didn't know I would have fun doing that shit without a metal detector. I don't know. How are you guys about sports equipment? I know how you are about sports teams, that shouldn't be there, but how are you about sports equipment?
Oh, that's encouraged as long as
So you're
get a rubber football. I wouldn't get a pork football or anything.
So
like that.
No pig skin, no fake leather footballs. Some Nerf foam or something.
Rubber balls.
So playing.
If you got a telescope, that would be awesome.
That is another thing we didn't take. So we encourage. Jason encourages the opportunity to play with each other in non-sexual way. You understand that this Go ahead, Jason, because
Yeah, we have fun. It's a lot. Like you said, it's a lot of artifacts been found here. It's a lot of earthworks you go see. It's a state park, Tar Hollow, not too far from there. It's basketball courts, a little lake. Yeah, as long as the weather is nice, it's springtime. As long as the weather is nice, it's very peaceful. It's very spread out. It's like 3 football fields, so it's enough. It's enough room.
All right, so listen, everybody. This is what it is. If you don't like something, figure it out. Do it yourself. I don't know, but
right.
But I'm gonna say this. When we had our event in Utah, somebody came and kept questioning the date, and that really kind of, it really brings an anchor to the party for a host to carry when somebody does that shit. So if you're not sure about the date, you have a Bible you can read. If you're not happy with the date, you have the ability to host your own event. If you're disagreeable about something that's going to occur, please just move on. I encourage everybody to promote unity for such a task. You good?
Hey.
Hey.
Shalom.
Shalom, everybody.